Most people, and I've run probably over 1,000 of these reports. Most people will take their benefit 3 years before they originally anticipated after seeing all these numbers. Just the way the math happened, just averages, okay? Now, here's the big question, okay? Now, given I'm a little bit different in an actual client meeting, right? But so here, I'm going to show you, okay, now we have these, all right? Now, let me ask you, Bob and Jane, if you were to turn it on right away, get your money coming in and flip hers on, in your example, you're going to have a total monthly household income of like $3,300, right? Starting in the second year, something like that. Mm-hmm. Is that enough money to pay all of your bills?
No.
No. It's not? Okay. How much more money do you need? Not you personally, because it would be like $50,000.
Yeah.
Like, realistically.
I'm sorry.
3,500. Another 3,500.
Okay, another 3,500, right? Okay, so we need another 3,500 coming in so you can live comfortably,
Yes,
right?
Yes.
All right, where is that money going to come from?
The lotto.
The lotto? Okay, that's an easy apply. Next. Thank you for your 30-minute time contribution. That's why you do 30 minutes.
I have a 401k.
You have a 401k. Okay, great. So do you plan on taking that 3,500 from the 401k?
Yeah.
Okay. And now if you take 3,500, you're going to do that each month, right?
Correct.
Okay, so let's just do some quick math here, and I pull up my iPhone.
$84,000 a year.
Get 3,500 times 12. 42,000.
Altogether.
Oh, plus.
Without benefit.
Yeah, with the benefit.
Oh, I was going to say, like, wait a second, how are you so off, but you were so fast? You're including everything.
It sounded really good.
It sounded really good, yeah. So that's $42,000 extra you're going to employ for
Yes.
your 401k.
Yes.
What percentage of your 401k does that represent? If you took out 42,000, like 1%, 5%, 10%?
Take 5%.
Okay, it's 5%, right? So now we have a general idea of their total ballpark balance, right? So if they have $1 million, right, which they don't quite have that, they're going to have somewhere around like 800.
Yes.
So now I already know. See, I'm not even asking what the balance is, right? I go, okay, cool. Have you ever heard of the 4% rule? You're not supposed to take out more than 4% because of market volatility. So you're pretty close to that, and it could work out. But has anyone ever showed you how you could take a smaller portion of those assets and actually create an income stream that can pay you out anywhere between 8 and 10%? And it depends on your age and how long you wait, but the payout factors are pretty high. No one's ever shown you that. And then the other way I ask is, has anyone ever showed you how to create another guaranteed check coming in that mimics what Social Security does, but it doesn't have any market volatility, right? You'll say different things to different people depending on who you're talking to, right? And then they'll just say, no one's ever shown me that. I go, well, what if there was a way that if your advisor or your brokerage company say, guess what? Out of a percentage of your assets, we're going to recommend repositioning into something that gives you a guaranteed lifetime income stream that will last as long as you live and as long as your spouse lives. It may not cover all of your expenses, but it's at least going to help along with Social Security. And we're not going to charge you any management fees to it. Some of the plans have fees that give you the income, but there's also going to be no stock market volatility. And you've been told to take out 4%, we're actually going to pay you 8%. So we're doubling your money for the purposes of lifetime income. Would you be interested in learning about that plan if your advisor offered it to you? Most people would say yes. Tough crowd, but yes. Most people would say yes. All right. And then it's like, okay, has anyone actually shown you that? No, they haven't. Okay, well, let me go ahead and show you an example of what you could do. Because by this point, I've already talked about how Social Security is just a giant annuity anyway, right? What's wrong with another annuity payment coming in to help fill
That's
the gap?
not in your first appointment.
No, I'm still in the first appointment.
All this is first appointment.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little bit longer because we're having dialogue, but I literally get this done within 30 minutes. The first three to 5 minutes is, hey, how are you? How are the kids? Whatever. And then we go right into the Social Security planning here. It's usually pretty straightforward, right? Mm-hmm. And then I'm going into this conversation. So by this point in the meeting, I'm usually 20 minutes in, okay?
Okay.
So I got 10 minutes left.
So your transition is, has anyone ever showed you how you can, your transition is, how much do you want to live off of, or how much do you think you can live off of?
She satisfied the number.
Yeah, so then, yeah.
And then, okay, let's say they say 3,500. Now this is where you start looking at other assets.
Right.
Okay.
The transition is, the power question is that enough to pay for all your bills and expenses in retirement? They're going to say no, most people.
Because most people don't have enough.
Right. Well, how much more do you need? Okay, $3,500 a month in this example. Where are you going to get the money from? 401k. What percentage of that 401k does that represent? Now we're starting to go down this rabbit hole, right? If you're going to spend it anyway, wouldn't you want it guaranteed? Right? A little simple power phrase there, okay? Now, let me show you this, and this is how I run it. Again, this oftentimes is in the very first appointment. As long as I get a good buy-in for it, I'll show people this, right? So let me go here to example.
How many people from your seminar get to this point? In average.
So if I have 20, let's say I have 30 people in my workshop,
Let's say
right?
that you have
Huh?
let's say that you have 10, so then it's easier for the math. 10,
Okay,
100,
sure.
10.
I've had 10 people come to my, hang on, I have a new one saved here, example, here it is. I had 10 people come to the workshop, 7 of them are gonna wanna visit with me.
Okay.
Out of that 7, I'll probably see 4. Out of that 4, I'll make 2 clients.
Okay. Thank you.
But 2 clients equals an annuity, life insurance, long-term care,
no.
cancer, heart attack,
I know that
stroke.
you will sell the
Yeah.
math if you can, but I just want to have
That looks like a
400
Annuity's genius.
You're very right. You were a detective before in this insurance.
It is annuity.
Wait.
Columbo.
How old was he? 66 and 60.
66 10 people attended.
66
7
male,
people.
Joy.
1.
61.
4 will go. 4 will go all the way right before self-point.
Huh?
4 people out of the 10 will go all the way to all the presentation and all the options and the solution and everything.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily close, just 4 people, the whole thing, the whole process.
Yeah, I would say that, and then about half of them will watch.
2 will be.
Yeah, we have a 50%
2
close
will
rate.
be your clients.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Again, if you really do the math, it's like that 10-3-1, 10-3-2. That's all I want.
Yeah.
So you spend, let's say, like Ryan today, this class, I think we spent $2,500 on it. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay? He gets 1 annuity deal, 100K rollover. Done.
That's what I was telling Garrett, that I'd rather do four seminars a month, 5 or whatever.
You better hire some people.
Well, that's what I was asking, how much he pays his mother.
Exactly.
It's just an easier.
Well, I mean, yeah. So okay. So now I'll pull up this. I said this is a way to create a guaranteed lifetime income, just like your Social Security. This is like creating your own private pension. It's an annuity. It's not a private pension, but it's similar if you want to think about it. It's just a guaranteed payment. All they're going to do is pay you back your own money first. But let's be real. If they're going to pay it, if you're going to take it anyway, you might as well have it guaranteed, right? So now, let's say we're looking at 66 and 61. Now, based on this analysis and the gap that we need to fill, honestly, Bill, if you just work 1 more year, right, you'll get paid more, and then you can both time it and turn it on, okay? And I'll show you, that's gonna help you get more lifetime income. So here's an example. If you were to just take it right now, and let's say you just parked 100 grand there, even though I already know kind of what they have, right? 100 grand, easy math, okay? $6,750 for the rest of your life and the rest of your wife's life. It's pretty good. That's 6.75% rate of return in the form of cash flow for the rest of your entire life. Where can you find that at? Yeah. Now let's just say if you were to wait 1 year. 1 year. Now, it's $7,238, right? It's a lot more. Just like Social Security, the closer to God you get, the more they're going to pay you. They're on the hook for a shorter period of time. Now, a lot of people, and you might have heard of that company before, Nationwide, right? See, that's the value of working with somebody like us. We represent over 75 different companies. It doesn't matter to us which one you pick. Let's let the math tell you. You see, people overcomplicate retirement planning. If you look at CFP board, you look at any securities book, any textbook on retirement planning, every single one says the same thing. You need to have enough guaranteed lifetime income to cover your fixed expenses. Only 3 ways to get guaranteed lifetime income. Legally, okay? Social Security, laundering money, no. Social Security, a pension from an employer, and then an annuity. And guess what? All 3 of those, they're annuities. It just means payment, okay? Only 3 ways to do it. So if you were to wait till 70, now it's a 9.8% rate of return. That's over twice the safe withdrawal rate. Even if you take it right away. Maybe you're right away and you want to go party and enjoy life, that's fine. But now, the thing is, you need $3,500 a month, right? So let's take a look at this. And this is where reality kicks into people, right? Sometimes they can't make it. If I tell the software, no, let's do monthly. We need $3,500 a month. How much do we need to park? Okay? $622,000. So if you park $622,000 out of your $800,000 plus, and if somebody really has that, they usually have other money, they're just not telling you yet, right? If you park $622,000, number one, it's your own money. You have access to it. Not 100%, but you have access to it. If you change your mind in the future, you can give back whatever's left. If you both die, family gets it all back, they don't keep your money. Okay? And then one of the other objections is say, well, they're just paying me back my own money first. Okay, so if I called Fidelity or Schwab or Vanguard and I wanted to take money out, are they going to give me their money or my money? They're going to give you my money, right? So what's the difference? The difference here is this is guaranteed. You don't get as much return. You had to trade it off. You can't have good fuel economy and be able to drive a big truck and tow a camper. It doesn't work, okay? So, we look here, you have to park $622,000. Now, let's say we moved it over to 67, just 1 year, right? Now we only need to park $580. You see that? They go, huh. I go, so on average, based on the math you told me, it's probably around $800,000. Do you have any other like stock accounts or brokerage accounts or accounts in the wife's name? Right? A lot of times if you're just talking with the husband or just the wife, they'll just bring up their accounts. And let's assume they say, yeah, we actually have $250,000 in a brokerage account, we have another $100,000 cash, and then we have another $150,000 in her 403b, right? Okay, cool. So now we're adding all this up, it's close to $1.5 million. So if you think about it, it's like, if we were to reposition, say 600 grand, roughly, out of 1.5 million, how much does that leave you outside of income? So you just do the math, right? 900,000, right? You have $900,000 immediately liquid, 100% accessible, getting good market appreciation. Hopefully it's going to go up and down. But guess what? All of your bills and expenses are paid for now between your Social Security and this month. You don't have to worry and hope that things are going to work out. Everything's taken care of. If you look at a retirement pie chart, the older that you get, the more money you should have to safety. If you're 66 years old, you should have 66% of your money somewhere where it doesn't lose value. Because we all have this one thing working against us, time, right? If you're 30, it doesn't matter. So I'm getting people to understand all this, right? If I have to, I'll show the sequence of return slide again like Brian did, right? But I break this down to them. I said, now this is your opportunity to have that 100% secured, payment for life, leaving you $900,000. If you look at a retirement pie chart, it usually looks like a peace symbol, okay? You have stocks, bonds, mutual funds, ETFs, all this high-risk stuff. Then you have fixed income bucket, right? Where you're trying to take money out of it. You want to have very low risk because of the volatility. And then you have a cash portion. All we're doing is taking this peace symbol and we're repositioning it. So what percentage is 600,000 of 1.5 million?
600,000
40%.
40%. Okay, cool. So 40% of your money is never going to lose due to market volatility. It's going to give you enough income to retire and enjoy life without worrying about anything. The other 60% is going to be off in the markets. That's the highest I would ever go. And this, because I'm only trying to fill the problem. A lot of people will say, we have 1.5 million, here's 1.4 in this annuity, and then let people chisel them down. I'm wanting to fix the problem, right? The problem is the gap in the income. What people will naturally do is like, what if I put more in? Huh, but you never asked. Right? So now, when they're asking that, guess what? Am I selling it or are they buying it? They're buying it, right? That's what makes our lives easy. It's either you want it or you don't. Very straightforward and very simple.